The calm and docile tones of Wrestling is Trash, a nonsensical wrestling podcast to where we talk about professional wrestling, past, present, and quite possibly the future. Joining me to, and I'm doing it the wrong again, to my virtual left, visual right is Dan the Mayor. Below me, Hollywood Square Style or Brady Bunch is Bryan of the UWO podcast. How are you, gentlemen?
Good, good.
We are good. We are good. Not at
All right, yeah, loud
I
noise.
said, I didn't know we were bringing back CD 101.9, the smooth jazz station.
Tune in to what was that on the Snoop Dogg W Balls or some shit like
Yeah.
that.
Right now, you listen.
Out here is was the gentle touch.
Where was my back? I forgot who the host was, but you're now tuning in to the Quiet Storm.
Everybody has that. It's Lenny Green up here.
What was that dude on BET back in the day? Black guy with the green eyes, Donnie Simpson.
Donnie Simpson, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Donnie Simpson wasn't low subtle tones like that.
Yeah, he had a deep voice, but he was kind of like, yeah, now we're going to get into this next video.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of videos that we might be watching with our eyeballs via tablet or cell phone or computer and other many ways of using your eyeballs to view things. All Out is tonight. That was a stupid ass segue. Because I'm trying to type and do other shit. Trying to pull up the car, which I should have been did. But yeah, All Out is tonight. Everybody hyped about CM Punk's return. And what do y'all think about that? Are y'all excited to see what's gonna happen? Are you ready to see the car crash, which is a 7-year off 40-something-year-old man trying to wrestle with this young dude that don't give a fuck about his body?
I guess I'm ready. I'm ready because he's not in Disneyland no more. And I expressed on here a couple in recent episodes. I wasn't the biggest fan, but AEW might help make me a fan, and I'm fairly excited. We just got bombed.
Oh,
We got
Dude
Mitch
left.
bombed. We got Mitch bombed real quick.
We got Mitch bomb. we got Mitch rolled.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, and I'm sure this man has definitely been training for this return, for this opportunity. I mean, I'm sure he's probably been training sporadically during the 7 years off.
Yeah.
Because who knows? And then again, everybody gets that itch.
Well, I'm just gonna let
Now
Mitch
we
do
gonna
his
get
thing.
we gonna get
Heartbreaker's here. Heartbreaker's here.
Still the champ. Still the champ,
Still
huh?
the champ.
still a champ.
Whoa.
We do not own the rights to this music, so don't
Yes.
DMCA us.
Mitch is trying to
We
get
have
his
4
band.
minutes and 15 seconds. So if you just want to, play some, you know how WWE play different music over the old music and shit.
Generic music number 4.
Yeah,
Or
generic
how-
music number 4.
I say, or how the WWE is drowning out boos and cheers currently.
True.
As if we got Mitch in the house with one of the greatest of all time jerseys on.
Yeah, Mitch is trying to get this show taken down. There you go.
There you go.
Hi, Mitch.
Woo!
Are you excited for All Out there, Mitch?
Hi. How are ya?
We are good. I'm trying to pull
You guys know
up
I'm
the
the
card.
champ, right?
Yes.
I figured
Okay.
that much. I wasn't sure. I mean, how long you been the champ? Let us know.
Well, almost 6 years. On September 19th will be 6 years. Did you introduce me, Rob? Did you introduce the champ?
You introduced yourself.
Okay. I mean, I do it better than everybody. Okay.
Yes.
Greetings, fellow human beings. You shaved your head, sir. You, I think I've met one time up here. Where is he? He's up there. Hold on, he's up there.
Mhm.
You over here, you shaved your head.
Of course.
I did too.
And you were inspired by the champ. Is this correct?
Yeah. Correct.
No, it's called hair loss.
This is true. You should
call balding right here.
kayfabe, man. Play into it.
Right there.
Rob, you're looking okay. Rob's looking good. He's not as good as looking as good as me, but
You're right,
Rob's
you're right.
looking good.
I agree. I can't I pale in comparison to the champ.
Hold on. I got my biggest fan over here. She's blowing me. Let me go turn her off and calm her down. 1 second.
All right.
Okay. Now I can hear y'all.
We gotta ask you, Mitch, now that you did your run-in interrupting the CM Punk thing. And how did it go? As we see, you're still a champ. You did just defend the title in that roast battle, correct?
Excuse the champ. He needs a drink of water. You know what? CM Punk wants none of the champ. I'm going to tell you that right now. CM Punk, look in my eyes. What do you see? You see the champion of PCE. I'm the best in the world. Anyways, what was your question? What was your question?
I said, how did the roast battle go? I said, we see clearly you're still the champion.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, huh? I mean, I fucking look good. Do I look good? I mean, let's be honest. I look good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Roast battle went good, guys. I defended the title against my wrestling trainer, Zach Primetime Reeb. Whooped his ass. There might have been a run-in from Propane. He might have punched him in the face with a chain wrapped around his wrist or his hand. I had nothing to do with that. Zach got knocked out. I was disqualified. But come on.
Champion rules.
How does it
Champion
work?
rules.
Mm-hmm.
How does it work?
You can't exchange titles on a DQ.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much. YouTube.com/DemonValentine if you guys want to see the full video. It's 20 minutes long, dude. It was epic.
Mm-hmm. And then before then, did you have like a legit in-ring match to where you did a swanton off the roof of a house or some shit?
No, Rob. It was a variety show, brother. We had stand-up comedy.
No, I'm talking about before.
Huh?
I'm talking about before.
Before what?
Before that.
Before what?
Before these nuts. How about that? How about that?
Hey, you want some Alfred Hitchcock in your mouth? I'll give it to you. No charge.
But all out.
Yes.
So
that's what we're here to talk about. You guys are talking about other things. I want to talk about All Out.
All right. I got the card pulled up finally. I went to their website and they got this like horribly constructed. I'm not going to even show it on the screen. But the first match, as they got it listed here from bottom to the top, is Paul White versus QT Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah, you're right. Marshall. Corrected. So how are we feeling about this? I mean, it's going to be shenanigans, correct?
Yeah, definitely. I think, and listening to the show You Love to Hate, I won't mention their name, B-Rob. I didn't know this is his first pay-per-view event, a match, allegedly.
What,
for
QT?
He's claiming that this is his first pay-per-view, like 17 years in the making. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be shenanigans, but he should get his ass whooped tonight. I think.
Will we get a run in by Shaq?
No.
Mitch, what are your thoughts on that?
I'm sharing this video on Facebook and all the groups, brother. I'm sharing it in the NorCal Wrestling group. Get these wrestling people watching us, man. Because the champ is here. We need all the eyeballs in the world. Plus, you guys are awesome, too. You're not as awesome as the champ, but you guys are awesome.
You're all right. You're all right.
I think, you guys know what I think? Billy Gunn, the Gun Club. The Gun Club turned. I saw that. I'm into AEW. Since CM Punk's back, I'm watching AEW. I got the Sling app because of CM Punk. I'm watching AEW 2 times a week. And I can't watch Raw. It's background noise. I haven't got a chance to watch SmackDown yet. Anyways, focusing on QT Marshall. The Gun Club beat the crap out of Paul White.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Kinda?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did the Seth Rollins chair to the back.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say it was like that, but now we have the Gun Club. We have QT Marshall and his
The
Nightmare Factory, right? Is this that's what? So the Big Show's all by himself. Come on, y'all. Who's got the Big Show's back? We all know. Don't say it. I'm saying it. It's Mark Henry, bro. Mark Henry's gonna come in there and he's gonna have the Big Show's back, and they're gonna lay everybody out. The 250-year-old, world champion, 400+ pounders are gonna lay out everybody. That's my prediction.
I also need a run in by Glenn Jacobs, Mayor Glenn Jacobs.
Not gonna happen, bro. That is not gonna happen.
Bryan, what you got?
Originally, I was just going to go with Paul White on this one, but I don't know what it is. I'm starting to get the feeling that AEW wants to do something serious with QT Marshall as like a solidified mid-carder of the company. And, the whole thing with the Gun Club kind of turning on Paul White at the end or like during Dynamite this week kind of opened my eyes a little bit. So I'm like, something? QT never got his win against Cody. And with all due respect to Paul White, even though, the legends are playing more of like a back role to these guys, I can see them giving the win to QT with, of course, shenanigans. And like Mitch said after, the guy to come out to save Paul White could be Mark Henry, since they are like best friends outside the wrestling business. So I can totally see QT getting a surprisingly shocking win tonight and going over on Paul White and, extend the storyline a little bit more, since this was kind of thrown together in like the last 2 weeks, and then be able to bring a Mark Henry into the fold into something like this. So I'm going to give my vote to QT.
And a person like Mark Henry has mentioned like he wouldn't mind having like a real last match. Like he wouldn't mind coming back one more time again.
Oh,
how healthy is he to come back? I don't know.
He said he's coming back, bro. He's like, I'm coming back for at least one more. Hey, real quick, I'm tweeting this out. What is your Twitter? And then what is your Twitter?
Dan doesn't fuck with Twitter.
I'll give it, but I still say fuck Twitter. But it's which one do I give? I'll give at the starting 5 TMT or at SF.
Hold on. The starting 5 is 5 spelled out, or is it the number 5?
The number 5.
The number 5? What? The starting 5?
TMT.
Mm-hmm.
TMT. All right. And what's your
It's UWO 401.
UWO 401. All right, retweet this, man. Let's get these people, man. This is Ramblin' Rob. This is Wrestling is Trash. The champ is here. We're the 4 horsemen. Can we throw it up?
I'm down.
Boom. We just made history.
What do we got?
Who's Barry Windham?
I'm the champ, so
I know I'm tall, but I'm not Barry.
Woo!
I'm Mongo.
I got orange beard going on. I'll definitely take that.
Hey, I'll take Tully.
Just don't be Chris Benoit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Nah, we good.
No. All right, so
we good.
All right, we got the way they got this formatted is weird. So they got 2 cards on the next row up. So Bryan, pick left or right? Right. So we got Jon Moxley versus Kojima-san.
And we got Titty Meat in the building. What's up, Dominique?
Oh,
that's Hollywood D. Hollywood D is what we call it.
Oh,
Hollywood D.
Pause.
Hollywood D.
Hey, what's up, Dominique? I'm the champ. How you doing?
But Dan, Kojima-san versus Jon Moxley. What you got on your mind about it?
Moxley. I can't even say easy, but it's an easy pick for me. Moxley on the win. I don't think he's lost to any of the Japanese talent thus far in America for on AEW. Yeah, this is a clear one for Moxley, in my opinion.
Word. What you got there, champ?
Yeah, bro. Kojima? I honestly don't really know the guy, man. I haven't seen much of him. But I've heard the name. Okay, I know he's probably a legend in Japan or something. Probably kicks guys in the heads, gives them concussions. I don't know. Japan's not my thing. I respect him. I do not want to go to Japan. Well, I don't know. Anyways, Jon Moxley.
Farewell. Bryan, what you got?
Really quick before this match even goes off, I just got to say I'm happy Dynamite didn't show that entire what was it, like a press conference thing that they did, because Kojima looked like he gave zero fucks.
Yeah, he don't like talking English.
Yeah, he didn't like talking whatsoever. But I got to go with Moxley on this one. To me, this is like the gateway to what Moxley really wants out of New Japan, and that's Tanahashi. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And props to John Moxley. He's the new GCW World Champion. He ended up winning the title last night.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, really? He won the spinner.
No, he has the legit GCW belt.
Yeah, he beat Cardona for it yesterday.
Yeah. I'm gonna rewatch that later. But damn, so did he even debut the spinner belt, or was that just an internet trolling type deal?
I don't know. I didn't see the whole match. I just saw clips online of it. So maybe he brought it out as like a prop. So who knows?
I don't know. I'll go back and watch the show. Yeah. But it seems like they doing Forbidden Door shit, but it's only AEW to New Japan talent that are contracted with New Japan. So Moxley, Archer, who else? I think they did something with somebody else, but they're all contracted with New Japan. So they're not just mixing it up with a random AEW guy and nothing like that. There's only people that's contracted with New Japan. So
what about Kenta Kobashi? Is he still chopping people?
No, I think he retired in 2010, 11.
Yeah, he took a nap a while ago.
Hey man, Joe Kobashi, that was one of my. I'll tell you what, that was some stuff right there.
Yes.
Yeah. So I also lean toward Mr. Mox as well. So you picked right. Now we're gonna lean to the left, and the next match on the card is.
Hold on. Moxley's got to do something about his hair, right?
Yeah, it's either off or a hat.
Brother, a mohawk. Get the horn. Just cut leave just the hair and the horn. Something, dude. It looks ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. So we got Britt Baker, Elemental P, versus Chris Snacklander. My God. Bryan, what you got on this one?
Oof, man, this is gonna be fun. I'm a huge fan of Statlander. I like her style. I like her gimmick. I like her character. Britt has been on fire for the past 6 months now. She's pretty much, in my eyes, and this is no all due respect to most of the guys on the roster, including Punk. But if you're to go back about a month ago, Britt Baker was the biggest star in AEW. She was the biggest crossover success for AEW. To me, this is just a setup for what's going to happen in the long run. So, with all due respect to Snacklander, I got to go with the Doc on this one. And who knows, she may be having a very interesting evening tonight. So, I'm going with the Doc.
Dan, what you got?
Agreed. This is they've been setting up Snacklander for this one properly, and no matter what new thing she decides to want to pull out on this show to make us all go wow, it's the Brit is on a run with this championship for a little while until they either properly set up like a Big Swole or Thunder Rosa again eventually.
I believe in the end that's what it's gonna pan out to, wind up being Thunder Rosa.
Yeah. I mean, and keep it real, she earned it for all the work that she's done through the pandemic, especially for them under contract with NWA and all that. Thunder Rosa definitely deserves it eventually, but it's nobody's time right now but Britt Baker's time. Mm-hmm. It's not an easy win, but a clear victory from my opinion.
Before I would transition down to Mitch and get his thoughts on the match, do you think AEW would benefit from having women's tag titles? The only reason I bring it up is the only reason I bring it up is because they got so many people that's title ready right now just in record alone, but they're not ready for title match contingency. And I
not yet.
Kind of
not yet, because they don't really have any true defined women's tag teams. Now we've seen by way of what's her name? Conti and the other girl that just came
Anna
out.
Jay.
There you go. Thank you, Anna Jay. They've been pairing together women recently to stick with each other for run-ins and things like that. But
Penelope Ford and
yes,
Bunny.
Yes, there's no defined women's tag teams yet. So let's give AEW till at least year 5 before we consider that.
Agreed.
At least till then, but not right now.
I honestly, really quick, I just want to say with the women's tag, I think they have enough women, but like Dan said, none of them are truly defined as tag team wrestlers. Mm-hmm. You guys have the shows to do it, but how much are you really going to focus on these titles? Like, there's no point in bringing them in at this moment. The same way they're talking about the trios title. Like, as great of a concept as it is, and as many people that you have for it, there's no like time right now to truly dedicate to those titles. So in the future, maybe, because you got a good couple of women down there, and I think a lot of them would benefit from being in tag teams, but at this point in time, not.
Okay. Mitch, so final thoughts on Snacklander versus Britt Baker.
The champ is just getting hit up. Can we just call me the Mitch thing is cool and everything? Got Mitch online, follow me, but I'm the champ. Just call me the champ. That'd be great. I appreciate it. Mitch appreciation. Everyone's hitting me up. I gotta put that down. Britt Baker is DMD. Okay?
You got a color zone.
She is, and I've been saying it since day one, she's the best woman that they have. Keep the belt on her for 3 years.
Word. Very well. And the same theme as before, we're moving up the card. Dan, pick left or right?
I'm right-handed.
Very well. Right side of the card reads MJF versus.
Oh, damn, we going right there already.
Yeah.
You know where I stand on this. Though MJF is 3-0 on Chris. And yeah, I could see this being Chris's farewell, as any professional wrestler is supposed to do. You're supposed to go out on your back at the end. But I don't think Chris is really done just yet. And I don't think that they're going to allow Chris to be winless against this kid. So I think this is going to be that one. Mm-hmm. So MJF is going to be 3-1 against Chris Jericho.
I mean, you got some thoughts, man. Lay it out there, champ.
You know what MJF is?
Half of them out.
Yeah, you know what MJF is? He's a Mitch Valentine wannabe, man. That guy's been studying my footage for a decade. He's a great little heel, little 5'6". MJF, I'm sick of him, man. I'm really sick of him stealing my stuff. He's been on my YouTube channel, subscribed for a decade, watching all my stuff. That's all he does all day long. And then he does his own thing, and he's whatever he's doing with Tony Khan and the Jet. I don't know what they're doing. I have an idea of what MJF and Tony Khan are doing in that Jet, and it's definitely not PG. Jericho's gonna whoop his ass. Codebreaker, Lion Salt, then throw him in the walls, tap his little scrawny 5'6" ass, Mitch Valentine wannabe ass out. Y2J, Chris Jericho. Well, how's the song go? Can we sing the song together, guys? Can we sing the song together?
No, we don't want to do that.
No.
Brian, what you got?
I think I'm the only one that's probably going to go with this, but MJF has to win.
Yes.
With all due respect to Jericho, right? And we'll take the wrestling aspect of it out of it, right? This is a guy who wanted to do two things in his life: be a rock star and be a pro wrestler. He's become a legend in one of them. He's doing a lot of things in the rock world, even though he's not like, we all know how music is nowadays. It's not about radio play anymore. It's about like the streams and blah, blah, blah.
And it's not even that so much anymore. It's to where you actually need to go out and tour, because that's where the most of your revenue come from. Because if you have a contract with somebody and you streaming or whatever, that money is weird from what I hear.
I could break that down for y'all a little bit.
We'll get back to that in a second. But
no problem.
Yeah, but to me, it's like I want something different storyline wise. Like we all know how the story usually goes.
Trope.
You know, the guy's down to his last life or whatever, and then miraculously comes back and wins it. To me, it's like you said earlier. It's about putting the next generation over. You know what I mean? Like, yes, Jericho could get his win back, and it's blah blah blah. He's still 3-1 against MJF. But to be the guy, similar to how Jericho was when he came into WWE and was the guy who defeated The Rock and Stone Cold on the same night, and he's been bolstering about it for almost 20 years now, this could be MJF's moment where he can be like, I'm the guy who retired Chris Jericho. I'm the guy who Jericho's never gotten a win over. You know what I mean? And it's different in pro wrestling when you have something like that to tout about. So, with all due respect to Chris, the guy has a career in music. The guy has always had a career in television. He's hosted plenty of TV shows. He's written bestseller after bestseller after bestseller and bestseller. Everything this guy has touched has been gold. The guy's 50 years old, and Jericho's not stupid. He's not one of these young and dumb wrestlers, with all due respect to certain people, including Darby, who said it like he doesn't give a fuck about his body. This is a guy who does give a fuck about his body. You know what I mean? Like, he's 50, still doing it, and can probably still go a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? He could probably still go a little bit longer. So to me, the story for me wouldn't mean anything if Jericho won. It's about MJF, solidifying and getting his stamp to prove that he is the future of this business and a future star in AEW, and to be a pillar in this company for years to come. So I got to go with MJF on this one.
I agree. I'm not going to add too much mustard to that, but I've been saying it for the longest, as long as we've been doing this, that damn Jericho, when this contract is up, or I was saying that at least, that damn he was going to be done wrestling or whatever. He wasn't going to renew, but he might renew in a different aspect to where he might do commentary and all kind of other stuff. But in ring shit, nah, not so much. So, I mean, I would be content with him. Mitch, chill out. Goddamn music. Get us DMCA and shit.
I want to sing. Can we have a group sing session, please?
No, not now.
You are innocence personified. Dude, Jericho's not losing, guys. I'm sorry. He's not.
Nah.
I was going to say, here's the tell. Is there a Fozzy tour on the way?
There is a cruise coming.
A cruise and a tour.
That's not till October.
Yes.
So we got time.
You know what? Let's stick on this, because you could tell Jericho's like, fuck, CM Punk's here. Shit. I'm not the biggest star anymore. And he still is, though. He's just, CM Punk's got a lot behind him right now. It's been so damn long. Jericho's still a bigger star than CM Punk. But CM Punk's hotter right now, of course. He's hotter than everybody. Real quick, Jericho's going to win, but then I think MJF should beat the living shit out of him. And so Jericho won, but MJF beats the shit out of him, and Jericho can't even come back, even though he won. That's
right,
what
there you go.
I like that.
That makes sense.
I can vibe with that.
Because come on, guys, aren't we sick of people? Oh, loser retires, and then he loses, and he retires, and then he comes back in 3 months. I'm sick of that shit.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But here's my thing with Jericho, right? What else does he have to do in the world of pro wrestling?
Retire.
Kenny Omega.
He's done all that already.
That's true. That's true.
But he didn't do it in AEW. Mm-hmm. He didn't do it in AEW yet.
True. That is true.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mitch, on Chris still being the bigger star there, though CM Punk did get now what they're perceiving as the loudest pop ever. He hasn't had an entire audience sing his theme song without the theme song playing.
Yeah.
Well,
word for word.
Let me tell you guys this.
That was incredible.
You got him to sing the Golden Girls theme, though.
I went and saw Fozzy live in Sacramento 2 years ago, and dude, honestly, I'm gonna take the glasses off, dude. Jericho's effing amazing, dude. Fozzy was great. They had this big old light up box that he was standing on. It inspired me, dude. I got a light up box now because Jericho had one, and obviously it doesn't look as good as his, but
I just hope it's not a milk crate.
It's not. It's. Okay. I'll show it to you.
It's definitely a milk crate.
Nah, it's a soapbox. You got to get on the soapbox.
I will take you in my front room.
You got a Super Mario 1-up box.
Wine and dine me first.
Well, I mean, I'm the champ, and I have connections all over the planet.
We're doing Wit Talk Cribs right now.
There you go.
There it is. The soapbox.
Nice, nice.
Got my. That's where I do my. See my DDP yoga mat. Also on the other side, it says. Here, hold on.
Do you
say? Got Mitch.
On the other side of the box.
You said it light up, right?
It lights up, and on the other side of the box, it says PC. It's got this logo, PC. So one side says "Got Mitch" for like regular stand-up comedy, and the other side's got the PCE logo for the variety show that I do.
So, dude, the only way that you can take that box to the next level, I mean, I know it's kind of hard to do that because it's already top notch. The only way you can take that box to the next level is if it rotates. It just spin around in a circle.
Well,
No.
it only
B-Rob,
only
he gotta add the spring to it so he can pop up on stage with it.
Like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
Nah, you need
who's
to
that jumping out the sky? R-E-Y.
you need to eject the Ceto like on Fast and the Furious for when he gets somebody
you
up there
go.
try to cut
Eject
a promo
those
on
Ceto,
him, you can shoot
cuz.
their ass off of there
Because of family.
because of
Are
family.
you done?
But
it was only $360, guys. I mean, it's funny you said it should rotate because it's only $360.
yeah, it's a 360 deal.
Yeah. Anyways, Jericho,
Wu-Tang.
guys, what does Jericho have left in AEW? What does he have left? What does he have left in wrestling? Is he going to leave AEW and go to WWE? Because they made it really clear. They said
That he can't
done in
wrestle
AEW.
AEW. Yeah.
Doesn't he want to go to WWE and end his career?
End his career, who knows? But the one thing we can all agree on is he's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
like that to me is like a solidified thing that he's going to their Hall of Fame. To go and wrestle again, it's like creatively, we all know how stifled he was when he was in WWE. So why go back to do that portion of it? But to go back and get your Hall of Fame ring and give your speech, oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then I wouldn't be surprised if he popped up in Mexico maybe once or twice, or even go back to New Japan once or twice or something like that.
Yeah, but no one in WWE.
Or Impact.
You know,
he's never wrestled in Impact.
He's not gonna. Bro, you think they can afford him? Come on.
Yeah.
You know who's never wrestled and that's in WWE? That would be a big money match and a great way for him to go out.
No, I'm in
Bro.
Nope. He's wrestled Roman.
I know, I'm just fucking around.
No, I didn't. I said the bro.
What happened at SummerSlam 2016?
Bryan.
Main event.
Wasn't supposed to be him and Goldberg.
No. Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of Randy Orton and fucking elbowed him and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Jericho got in Brock Lesnar's face.
Yeah.
And Brock Lesnar and Chris Jericho have never wrestled.
It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, I it's not something that gets me excited.
Yeah, no.
I
don't want to see that stomach fly around in the air when you have five Jericho.
But I will say this too about the whole Jericho leaving aspect of it, right? If you notice with AEW, they're very smart at rotating their wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like you notice when Cody is leaving, Malachi's coming up. You know what I'm saying? Now that Punk's coming in, you know what I'm saying?
Where's Cody
Huh? No,
Where's
but he's
Cody
taking No, he took time off from the ring. Like they're not utilizing him. Like they're not utilizing him. Yeah, for the baby and the TV show.
And the TV show, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like AEW is good at rotating their stars. And with a lot of the other names coming in, there's going to be more spots and more place or more like parts on the card that need to be filled up. And you can't keep having the same people over and over again, and we get Raw rerun like we usually do. Mm-hmm. So AEW, I will say the one thing Tony Khan does do right is know how to rotate his stars in and out at the right time. So maybe Jericho stepping away is going to open up a spot for somebody else to come in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we know what MJF and Tony Khan do on the jet, and it's pretty disgusting.
Now, since
but like I said, Chris ain't going too far though.
Yeah,
like I said, he's gonna get rotated out, and he's gonna be a regular in the 4-man booth on Rampage. Which, I think that 4-man booth is a little too much.
Yeah,
you think?
Just a little too much. Bro. But I do like what they're doing right already because they take Mark Henry from the booth, do the backstage thing in between a couple matches.
I believe that's the only reason why he's sitting up there on commentary, because he's there anyway. Why not?
Yeah.
Right.
They don't have a commentator, dude. They don't have a straight-laced, play-by-play guy that's never wrestled commentating. Tony Schiavone's a gimmick, right? But other than Schiavone, they need like a professional broadcaster, like a Mike Goldberg or some kind of professional Jim Ross. But these guys are 67 years old. They need a 30-year-old.
That's why Excalibur's there.
He's a wrestler. He wears a fucking mask.
When has he wrestled?
No.
When is the last time he
wrestled? Fucking mask, bro.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I ain't mad at that.
See a commentator.
That's it. Yeah. He does need to. I do say he has to patent the word tope suicida
Agreed.
I said that in our chat group. He has to patent that word because he can't go a show without saying it at least 10 to 20 times.
And
Tope Suicida.
What show him and Taz do by themselves? Which show is
Dark.
that? Dark.
Hmm.
That shit is hilarious. I laugh at that shit all the time, though. Because those two be
Taz-
cutting the hell up,
Taz
man.
is money.
Taz is a great
money.
commentator.
He's the greatest they have. He's the best they have.
Singing and shit.
Taz is the best commentator they have. The dude, did you guys ever listen to the Taz show back in the day?
Oh yeah, before it was on CBS.
Yeah.
Dude, no one cares. Like that show, right? Remember that? Like he had all those sound bites. He was a professional broadcaster. You're doing a daily video and audio show. Then he went over to CBS and was doing sports talk radio. And he did fucking how many WrestleManias? Taz is the man. I love him, bro. I love him more as a broadcaster than as a wrestler. You know, and he's a good wrestler.
I like both sides.
He can cut a good promo.
Yeah, and you only survive if he let you.
But you need a straight AEW. What are you smoking? You can pass it down here.
That's 718. That's Brooklyn.
Right. Pass it
I
down
gotta
here.
love Taz. It's us.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll pass.
So now that we hit the right side of the card with Jericho MJF, we move over to the left side of this row, which boasts. Yo,
I'll do the when you talked about the streaming thing. We'll save that for later. I'll save that for later. I think that's what you wanted to cut into before, but we can save that for later because I can break down how these artists don't get paid.
I like how y'all just I be building up for something to to deliver a crescendo and shit. Right. Y'all just be interrupting, you dropping music. This motherfucker talking about streaming and shit after we done left that conversation already. You motherfucker.
I should know better. I apologize.
This feels like the UWO podcast.
Steel cage match. Young Bucks, Lucha Brothers. How about that? There you go. Now.
Spot Fest.
What you got?
Mm-hmm.
You waving your hand. You smelling it?
No, I was saying who wants it. I said who wants it, but
I thought that was going.
I'll just say this. I'm going to show you. Here's what I'm going to do during the Young Bucks match. I got to go get something to eat and drink. I'll be back.
All right. Very well.
This is Lucha Bros.
I don't know if you're really doing that, so I'm gonna just move this to the side real quick.
Now this is Lucha Bros time finally. Like finally, this is their time. The crowd loves Penta like insanely. Ray Phoenix is the fucking truth.
Yeah.
This is finally their time. And this again adds on to the start of the Elite losing the belts, all of their belts, eventually. But I definitely Lucha Bros tonight.
I mean, yeah, I got some thoughts on that when they get around to me, but go ahead, Bryan.
For me personally, I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one. I agree with you, Dan, on 90% of what you said, except for the winner. I love Phoenix. I love Penta. I think they're phenomenal. I don't think they're the tag team to dethrone the Bucks just yet. I feel like they need a tag team that's gonna organically get themselves over and develop in AEW's eyes, compared to two guys that we already know that can go out there and kill it with them on a daily basis. Like, to me, this is just a match to like get the crowd ridiculously hype in Chicago. Nothing against Penta and Phoenix, but I don't feel like the Elite storyline is like at that point where it needs to start cracking.
Yeah,
I feel like when Kenny has a legitimate threat to the title, that's when we're going to start to see the cracks start to form. Like when we see guys like, if Bryan shows up, Bryan becomes a threat, and then you got Punk breathing down your neck, and then Hangman coming back. You know what I mean? Like at that point, that's when I feel like all the shit's going to start to hit the fan. So for me, I don't think their title loss is going to be something that we all see coming. I feel like it's going to be a wild card team to come out of nowhere and get the dub. Originally, I felt like they were going to go with the Hollywood Blondes to get this win,
I was thinking of them, the Varsity Blondes,
the Varsity Blondes. Yeah, I was thinking of them being the group or a team to upset them. But my real pick has always been my pick since AEW has started. The team that I think is going to take those belts off of them. The team that's going to take the belts off of them, because there's going to be a face turn. And I don't know if you guys saw the clips already from what happened on Dark. The Acclaim is going to take those titles off of the Bucks.
Is that the rapper?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
I love that tag team. Love that. I don't think they aired it yesterday on the episode of Dark they came out with, but when you see what Max Caster did on his return, it is fucking hilarious.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
Fucking hilarious. And that team is over everywhere they go. But I got to go with the Bucks.
What about Santana and Ortiz?
I think that'll be later. It's nothing.
Yeah.
They're so down.
They deserve it too.
Right now. Yeah, they definitely deserve it.
They deserve it too. But I see your point. That's where I'll disagree with you. They don't need it to be the Bucks for it to be the Acclaimed. They don't. And I think Acclaimed versus Lucha Brothers could make us see more from the Acclaim. Make the Acclaim have to pull out more to get those titles off the Bucks. Like I see your point in the not putting cracks in the foundation of the Elite, but they already started that with Kenny losing the Impact title to Christian.
Yeah,
they already started that. It could be the Bucks now because Penta and Rey Fenix. I personally feel they're gonna win tonight because I feel they deserve them. It's about it's about time for those guys. And then the Acclaimed is going to step in and once let Max Caster get that strap around his waist, I'm there for every single freestyle he does from here on out.
It's gonna be. I feel more of like it will be Jurassic Express before anybody else.
You know what I think?
And damn, like the cracks, like you were saying. I mean, that's a good analogy and whatnot. It's already started with the Impact title. Christian pulled that away from Omega. Andrade is winning that shit in the U.S. I keep saying it over and over again because they're gonna run that AAA Megasaurus Lucha Underground belt in the States, and Andrade is gonna take that off of Omega.
There's a Lucha Underground belt?
I keep forgetting the name of it, so that's just what I call it.
Triple Mania.
Triple
was
Mega.
The name of the show.
Triple Mega Champion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ric Flair was chopping Kenny Omega and Conan was there. Conan books that thing, huh? He books Triple A.
Yeah.
I got to tell you guys a story about Conan later on in the show.
Very well. But I believe the Good Brothers will lose their Impact titles before the Bucks lose their titles. And that's not going to be anytime soon. So Bucks for the win.
Did you guys all go?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, man. The tag team division, I'll give them this, is good.
Yeah.
They have a lot of talent, dude. They got FTR, and I watched FTR and Ortiz and Santana on whenever, and that was a pretty good match. Really good match. And I feel like, how many AEW tag team? We had, who'd we have?
We got the Blonde. We got Lucha.
No. Tag champs. The first tag champs.
There's only 3.
There's only 3.
No, 4. I'm sorry. You got SCU. You got Kenny and Hangman. You got
the
Bucks and FTR.
Okay, and we're coming up on 2 years of AEW.
Yeah.
Well,
3.
Yeah. On TNT.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 champs. Not bad. The next tag team champions, I agree with whoever. I think it was you, or maybe I think it's got to be either Santana or Ortiz or the Acclaimed. That rapper, man, that Max Caster. You know what I love, man? We've had a lot of rapper wrestlers, right? We have Road Dogg, we had John Cena. Who else?
I mean, we got Hit Row right now.
Yeah. R-Truth.
R-Truth
to an extent.
What's up?
Yeah. R-Truth was probably one of the best. Mm-hmm. Like legit can actually. Cena's good too. Max Caster comes out. He doesn't have a granola bar, but what he has is he's got those headphones, bro. And like my boy over here is wearing UWO. Oh, you gotta get me on that podcast. He's got the headphones. Max Caster rocks some headphones, and he looks like a star, dude. I don't know. He's a star, and his flows are good. And I remember a couple weeks ago, he said something about the girl, the cheerleader, and I don't know if it was a shoot or a work.
Those are hilarious to me.
This is the story of. I can tell you the story about what occurred, right? Like, basically, there were 2 lines in there, right, that he dropped. Mind you, he said them both on TMZ when he was doing, because he used to do TMZ raps every week about what was going on in the world. So he dropped the line about Simone Biles, and then he made a quote unquote rape joke about the Duke lacrosse team. So that's what everybody got triggered about. And this is the thing with Caster. Like, Tony Khan had to cover it up and say, I wasn't approving what was coming out on Dark, but I'm gonna have to approve it now. To me, it's like it fits AEW style. Like, I love the edginess of what AEW does, whether it's like the promos or the in-ring work or even the video packages and stuff. Like, what I mean? They have zero fucks given. And it act like Max Caster, even though, like, when they first brought fans back, what was it for? Was it Double or Nothing at Daly's Place? Yeah, when the fans were first starting to come back. If you go back and listen to the pop that he got one of the loudest pops of the night. And they're a heel team, quote unquote. But I think, like I said, B-Rob, I'm assuming you saw the video of what happened with him re-debuting at Dark.
I've heard and I've seen bits of it, but I haven't seen like the actual broadcast.
All right, so I won't spoil it for you, but when it actually comes out, watch to see the reaction the crowd gives him when,
of course,
when he has to
I'm sorry to interrupt you. There's a lot of people that like rap and wrestling, man.
Yes,
and when they got wrestler that raps, hello.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, the hustle of hip hop and pro wrestling go hand in hand. And a lot of people don't really see it, but it's really there. So, Dan, you know what I'm talking about. But
Snoop, Method Man, Redman, yep.
Oh, the
Locks. The Hog League and that Master P started, and yeah.
You mean bought? He didn't start.
He bought.
Yeah. Whatever.
But
this conversation is interesting. The best thing since wrestling, investing in your kids' ears and nesting.
Yeah.
Like, Eminem's a big wrestling fan. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's tons of them, bro. Tons of
all
them.
over the place.
Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
There you go.
As much as people don't give them respect, as a wrestling fan, I give them all the respect in the world.
Yeah.
That Bloody Mania goes on every year. I'm still a Stranglemania fan. If you know what Stranglemania is, then that's how old school ICP goes with pro wrestling. So, but like when I was talking about, and Dan, this is the counter again, what you were saying earlier, when I talk about the Acclaim being a tag team that I could see taking the belt off the Bucks, it's not like, I'm going to see it this coming week on Dynamite, because we all know how AEW is. They long-term book, and it gives the Acclaim a chance to get those wins. Like the feud with the Varsity Blondes never concluded because Max got suspended. So you can retouch on that. They were still technically, they were number 2. Suspended, yeah. So technically they were number 2 on the list, and they had all these other teams. You have all these other teams who jumped up ahead of them, had this 4-way, and now the Acclaim can go on their rampage, no pun intended, and get all of those wins leading up into their top until they get to the top of the top 5, and then get that title shot. So they'd have to go through the Lucha Bros. They'd have to go through Jurassic Express, the Varsity Blondes, and I forgot who the other team was that was in that tournament.
Well, you having a fit over there, Dan?
No, because but it's because, and I was doing that to kind of keep my point. Yeah. I wasn't doing like how niggas he's snapping to try to keep the point, but because of what you just said, there is why it doesn't have to be the Bucks.
Agreed.
It doesn't have to be the Bucks.
Yeah,
it doesn't. And
it could.
I see it. I can see it go either way. But I still got my Lucha Bros pick, but I do see I'm in total agreement that the Acclaimed will have to, and especially we're only talking Max Caster.
Anthony Bowens is amazing.
Caster. Anthony Bowens, and what that would do, quote unquote, within the LGBTQ plus community.
Yeah, element of P.
Which I did not learn about until his interview on the show that will not be mentioned. I didn't know he was until I heard his interview. Anthony Bowens.
Yeah.
Anthony
Bowens. The other
member
one that's not Max Caster.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, his partner. But I'm just saying, what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, what that will do is as far as representation, and we know AEW loves representation.
So let me get this straight.
I talked
what's
earlier.
Her name? My girl Nyla Rose. Like
we got one guy that's LGBTQ, and the other guy is joking about rape. I just want to make that clear.
But the guy who's joking, the one that's not LGBT, is doing most of the fruitiest stuff you'll ever see. Like if you notice, after every match, when he pins a guy, he grabs him and starts kissing their hands. Like I fought for that every time. I'm like, you motherfucker.
He's thanking him for his match. He's like, thank you.
Partners.
Right.
They're partners.
Yeah, but Well, damn,
We ain't going that far
you
with
made
it.
me
We ain't
lose
going
what I was gonna say. Oh,
Sorry, Rob.
we got to talking about Anthony Bowens I think it was yesterday or whatever. And I was just like, I described him as being a better David Otunga.
Wow.
An actually good David Otunga.
I can see that.
I guess the look, the similarity in the face.
Yeah, the similarities. I mean,
the
he
build.
in ring is what David Otunga should have been or could have been.
Agreed. Now that you mentioned that, I kind of see it.
What's David Otunga doing now?
I just don't like the only thing I don't like
Law.
is after Max Caster's like late 90s, early 90s, late 80s type of flow is that the Acclaim is here, and then they do the mic drop. Like niggas in rap don't do mic drops like
The
that.
funniest shit ever
that was
though
something
was
created.
That is his finishing move, though. That is the
Yeah.
finishing move, though.
The mic drop.
Yeah.
No. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. At the end of the promo when they're coming out and
It's the
we don't
Obama
do
out.
that in rap.
The Obama.
Yeah,
out.
we don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
We don't
funniest
do
thing
that,
ever
right?
though is down when he bust that rhyme on Mox and them and shit.
Oh.
Damn, he's like the Acclaim house.
Have you ever heard any of his actual raps, like outside of the ring, like him just freestyling and stuff? The kid actually got some type of skill. Like he got some skill.
Yeah.
So that's why when people talk about like who do you feel more, the Hit Row or the Acclaim, I'm more of an Acclaim guy because with all due respect to Hit Row, it's like the new school hip hop that I'm not into. Like I don't like you just like
Yeah, they're doing that team battle rap shit too.
Yeah, like that. The cipher they put on that day on NXT was horrible in my eyes. Like,
hey, I'm doing a battle rap.
It does nothing for me.
I'm doing a battle rap.
Really?
I'm not going to defend it. It's going to be non-title.
Very well.
September 7th. I'll tell you later. September 17th in Chigote Lab. I'm going to do a battle rap. I've never done a professional one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to be rough.
So we're going to roll up next on the card. Mitch, it's your turn to pick, left or right?
Clear right.
We're going right. Okay. To the right, we have CM Punk versus Darby Allin. Sting will not be accompanying him. They have Sting accompanying him on the card, but he won't be there, as he said on the show the other day. So, Dan, what's your thoughts? CM Punk, Darby Allin.
I don't think CM Punk wins.
I'm on the fence,
ding,
man.
ding, ding. Circle gets the square.
I don't think CM Punk wins. He really does like Darby Allin, and Darby Allin's record has been phenomenal so far in AEW. I think this is where he puts this kid over, especially adding on the fact that Sting is not going to be ringside. What most people been saying about Darby Allin and the Sting situation? I actually wore that shirt yesterday too, by the way. Big ups to you, B. Rob, as always.
Appreciate it.
But everybody's been waiting for Darby Allin to be away from Sting in recent times. Like they want that to finally kind of go away. Most people want to. And I think this is that time. No Sting, no outside interference. This is going to be a straight up all over outside the ring, inside the ring type of match. But I think Punk likes Darby enough to allow him to go over in his comeback.
Word. You got something, Mitch? You want to add to?
I'm a statue. Okay. I want to get back to. I got some funny stuff here. Okay. Rob's man. I like Rob. He's okay. He's wrong about a lot of things, but I like him a lot. Okay. Yes, CM Punk's gonna lose probably with a roll up. I quick roll up 1, 2, 3.
The most devastating move in wrestling.
What?
The most devastating move in wrestling, the roll up.
Or the shot, or you hit him with the title. That's pretty gnarly too. So I won the title. Dude got hit. I didn't hit him, but he got anyways.
Flatliner.
Mitch, please. So I think Sting. I heard Sting. I heard his old crazy. He's an old crazy man. All right. And Sting said, Darby, what's up, Dominique? I'm the champ. Sting said, Darby, I am not going to interfere. Did he say that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now CM Punk with his MMA training is going to be beating the shit out of Darby, right? He's just going to go MMA on his ass. Boom. To the point where Sting has to come out with the towel or whatever, and maybe Sting's going to throw the towel in, right? Where's the towel? I got a tissue. And he's going to throw the towel in, right? But
put a little boogie in it.
He got all the props.
Ridiculous, right? This is what people have to deal with. This is why I'm 34 in December with no wife and no kids. Okay.
There you go, Mitch. They're talking to you.
Oh, that's my boy, DC. He's gonna owe me. See, we have a bet on this. He's gonna owe me $10. He thinks CM Punk's winning. He's wrong. All right. DC, shout out to DC. Served in the army. Great dude. Got a Twitch channel. Anyways, we're not talking about his Twitch. We're talking about the champ, Mitch. And here's what I got to say.
Max cast the rhymes right there, boy.
Oh, I can out-rap John Cena. I can out-rap all of them. I can't charge my phone very well, though. Okay. I can definitely charge my phone well.
Come on, Mitch, you gotta get it together. Get it together,
dude. I need an assistant. I'm Dominique. Somebody needs to help me.
Devil Dog. All right, I got you.
I need an assistant. Okay, so Sting is going to come out and he's going to interfere in this matchup, and he's going to cost CM Punk the match. And Darby's going to beat CM Punk, and then CM Punk is going to give props to Darby, but he's going to say, dude, I had you beat. And Darby's going to be pissed at Sting. Now we're going to have a dynamic here where Sting, Darby, and Punk are all wanting to, grab each other's balls. Okay? That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay. Bryan, what you got?
All right. Well, again, I'm going to differ from my two cohorts here. I am going with Punk to win this. We talk about this a lot on the show when we talk about going over and getting over. Okay. Darby Allin having this match with Sting is the biggest match in this guy's career. Okay. He is going to go out there and he's going to pull out all of the stops. He's going to do anything and everything he can to defeat Punk. Hell, I'll even call it right now. Darby Allin kicks out of the GTS.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Darby Allin will kick out of the GTS. And Punk has to go deep into his bag of tricks to get the win. And he's going to have to pull out the Pepsi plunge, which he was not allowed to do in WWE because we know somebody wouldn't allow him to do it. You know what I mean? So I can see Punk coming back, getting that big win, using that move in Chicago, and solidifying that CM Punk is the quote-unquote best in the world. Then I can see the lights going out.
And then the best in the world comes out.
And then the best in the world does come out. And then we have that moment at the end. By the way, this match needs to be the main event. With all due respect to Kenny and Christian, this match needs to be the main event. There is nothing that is going to, unless they start the pay-per-view off with this match, there is nothing following this match. You guys got to remember, they are in Chicago. Yeah. Hey, you have to be a little bit more patient. But, you know what I mean? As Punk would say, you got to be a little bit more patient. But, no, to me, it's like, this has to be the ending of the show. Because, like I said, nothing's going to top it. And then if that man shows up and you have that stare down to close off the show, the internet's going to go apeshit. So, with all due respect to Darby will definitely get over in this match. But Punk has to go over. It's his first match out of 7 years. For him to come back with a loss, yes, I agree that it will make Darby a star. But like Darby said, why am I first? Why am I not last? And I feel like as Punk
that. I like that point. That was good.
That was a great. When he said that, I was like, that was awesome. Because in all actuality, I feel like a guy like Darby getting the win over Punk would be something that Punk would do when he's done. You know what I mean? When he doesn't have more to give and he's putting those young guys over. So with all due respect to Darby, and plus Darby taking this L isn't going to hurt Darby in any way, shape, or form. Darby is already solidified as the young face of AEW. So I have to give this one to Punk. And I'm praying to God what I said at the end of this show does happen.
Word. And then everybody's saying, because I guess in the promo package that Ruby Soho had, she had a destination and it had 7 blank letters, and people was like, "Oh, Chicago has 7." I like, so does New York.
Queens is coming up.
That's 7, so she might be in New York. There's too much for All Out, I think.
Well, then again, there was a match that we never.
I don't want it to get lost in the sauce. That's all.
I was going to say, well, that's like, to me, that was the one match that we haven't discussed yet. So I have her as the Joker in the wild card battle, buy-in battle royal, or whatever.
That on here.
Yeah.
Let me respond to your Bryan Danielson, American Dragon thing real quick. I don't think he's. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to quickly say they don't have it on there because of Pac. Remember, because Pac is not showing up, and they just flip-flopped the card.
Yeah, but Andrade is still having a match.
Right.
Yeah, well, you know what? Good for him. And what about Sasha Banks? Is she going to come to AEW? Because that would be awesome. She main evented WrestleMania Night 1, and she shows up in Chicago to challenge Britt Baker. That'd be cool. But Thunder Rosa is really the one that should, and I have her shirt. She's a good friend of mine. She's been on my podcast. I love Thunder Rosa. Trained with her, worked with her. She's awesome. She should be the next to challenge Britt Baker. But also, I'd like to see a Sasha Banks. I'd like to see a Lita. I'd like to see somebody that actually knows what the fuck they're doing as a woman in the ring and that has some experience and can cut a promo. Because I like Ty Conti, though, bro. Ty Conti, she can get a shot at the champ anytime she wants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
go Brazil.
I think we got all of it out of the way. I mean, I'm up in the air with this one, though. I mean, it could go either way, and I would be satisfied with the results regardless. But I believe I'm leaning more towards CM Punk winning because of kind of what Bryan was saying. There's going to be a confrontation at the end, and it doesn't seem right with Punk getting his ass whipped and then staring somebody down face to face. I was like, you just got your ass whipped. Why are you looking at this motherfucker,
Sting.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
Hey, let's talk about. Can we talk more about Daniel Bryan? Or are we gonna? Because hello, is he showing up tonight?
That's the word. Word on the street, either here or New York, or.
I heard the New York situation is because of what's going on. Dan, you could probably speak to this better than anybody else because you're closer in the area. But a lot of the mask mandates, and I guess now the place where they're doing the show in New York, you need to have a verified vaccination card to get in without a mask.
You have to get in. No, well, side note, even if you're vaccinated, if the place asks for a mask, you should be wearing it because you're vaccinated. You can still get it, still pass it. So please, government, start telling the truth about that first and foremost. But yes, in New York City, because of our dumbass mayor and his rules and shit like that, any event, sporting events, movies, dinner, you have to be at least one shot vaccinated to get into nowadays. You have to be one shot vaccinated.
That makes me not.
If anybody,
I'm sorry, that makes me not want to get the vaccine. I'm just going to say that right now. That makes me not want to get it. I'm thinking about getting it. That shit makes me not want to get it.
I'm not.
I was gonna get it, but now you telling me I gotta get it, so fuck that. I ain't getting shit.
That's
no.
And how you expressed it, B-Rob, is exactly how people are expressing it. Like even on my job, you know what I'm saying? It's people feel like they're trying to force this upon us. Like I'm a city employee now. New hires of city jobs, you can't get hired without the vaccine. Yes, New York. The mayor has
New York.
Yes, they put this under pressure to where. So now, of course, AEW is now going to have to comply, and let's see how many more times while this is in effect, AEW comes to town or other places come to town. We all know WWE is coming back. Is coming back to the Garden very soon. But how many more places are going? How many more places are going to comply? Because we already see most of these companies are working in these quote unquote, I call them COVID friendly states where they're allowing no mask or mask optional, things like that, allowing these events to go on. You don't have to be vaccinated to get in and all of that. So we should be thankful that they're coming, but don't be surprised when you see less of it because of this situation right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know specifically to AEW, but I do know events in New York City they want you to be at least one vaccine in. Like they just did, and I'm sorry, I'll end it on this, B-Rob. They just did a whole thing of free concerts for the vaccinated people. Because they know that numbers were going to be low of people showing up, they allowed it to, you have to have proof of one shot in you so far to get into these things.
Just put it inside you. Just put
Yeah.
it inside you. Sounds like a rapist. Just put it in you. Come on. I'll give you a fucking donut. Put it in there.
And they don't
Come
give
on,
they don't give it in the butt.
Come
so
on.
You're safe.
Yeah, I'm a contractor, so they just passed a thing here at work. It's not mandatory that you have the shot, but you need, if you're going to come to work without the shot, you need to show proof that you're negative every other week now.
And those tests are a little weird. I mean, okay, let me just say this. Go. Do you have I like with this guy. What's your name again, brother?
Dan, aka the mayor.
Your name's Dan?
Mhm.
Yes.
Your name's Dan. Yes. Okay. It's my brother's name, man. We're coming up on the 1 year he passed away. It's my brother's name. Also, Dan, my other friend Dan, he's watching. I love that name. Okay. Here's the facts. I got a really nice beard. I'm the champ. No weapon formed against me will prosper. That's what I say to everything.
Oh, that was it?
Well,
all right. So what's on the card?
He made me lose my thought. I had something I wanted to add.
Yeah,
but
next on the card.
That just fried it. Yeah.
That's what the champ does.
Before we conclude with the final match on the card, we did omit the 21 Aces Wild Elemental P ladies match or whatever. So let's talk a little bit about that.
Rob,
are we thinking
quick?
Ruby Soho may be the Joker, or is that going to be somebody else?
That's my pick for the Joker, because the Joker's always somebody like kind of new, and AEW is always good with these surprises when it comes to stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Another surprise that I'm starting to think of is, I don't know if you guys have noticed the little subliminal hints that they've been throwing out. I don't know if you guys watch the Fan Fest or whatever, but there's a lot of women teaming up lately, and there's a lot of "you got to be joking" me's getting thrown around. So maybe my girls, the Inspiration, show up and are surprising this Rumble at some point or another. But my definite surprise is Ruby Soho being the Joker. But my pick to win this, and I'm only saying this because I feel like AEW wants to fast track this girl, and it's also another body for Britt Baker to, go over on. I'm going with Jade Cargill to win this.
And then with that being said, I mean, if she did win or whatever, I mean, that would be a true test for Cargill, because I mean, she hasn't really had a match per se. I mean, she's had matches, but she hasn't had a match that actually let her display her skill and whatnot. They've just been pretty much do the thing, bam, and it's over. Dan, what you got? Who's that? What is? Oh,
yes.
Hey, is that pornography?
Please.
No, but that's my pick. My pick is Thunder Rosa. If it's not Thunder Rosa, it's Swole. But I'm standing on Thunder Rosa. Like I mentioned earlier when we brought her up about surrounding Britt Baker. I think this is the time where AEW. I mean, she's a strong wrestler, great, phenomenal wrestler at that. But I think this is that time where AEW begins to pay her back for all the great stuff she's done for them while under contract under NWA, and this is going to get her ball rolling. I could dig the Jade Cargill, but I need more legit matches from Cargill. I love how they're setting her up. It's the slow build that they're doing so greatly right now. I don't think this place is going to be it for her, though. I think she'll have to take this L, and I think it's a person like Thunder Rosa, especially too, the phenomenal match that she put in with Britt earlier this year. Like,
yes,
it's like, all my picks are on deserve it. I think she deserves it, but if not, I think it's time for Big Swole because I heard Big Swole say that with her, I forgot what disease she has, but she's on the 90% of the better side of things. I think it's time that we start to see more of her too. and something like this, I can easily see going her way.
Yeah, they never resolved the whole Britt Baker and Swole thing either.
You know, speaking of the women having diseases,
and then Certified Hustler.
That's a damn good pick, by the way, Dad.
Yeah,
with Swole.
And then Certified Hustler is just like cutting a Ric Flair style promo in the whole thing.
You know, speaking of women getting diseases, we got to take Conky needs some chlamydia. Hey, Rob, thank you. Rob, my phone's gonna die. I need the link sent to my Instagram so I can hop on my tablet here because my phone's all jacked up. It's plugged in, but it's not charging. It's gonna die. So if you please send me the link.
Chlamydia.
Yes. It's hey. No, it's just a sexually transmitted disease. Okay, there's treatment. There's an ointment. Dan?
Man, why y'all wind this dude up? Why y'all wound him up?
Dan.
There's an ointment.
There's an ointment you can rub on. You're going to be fine.
I'm not putting that on.
It's anti-Mitch cream. That's all you need. Anti-Mitch cream, you're good. All right. I need that link,
dude up.
I hope you have copyrights for all of this.
Mitch, do you have an iPhone? You're using an iPhone? Mitch, you using an iPhone?
Yeah, and I got the tablet and my phone.
So look, all you do on the iPhone, I'll show you right now.
Copy paste.
Let me go back to right here. No, not even copy paste. You hit that button down there. It's underneath Thunder Rosa.
Yeah,
which
butt
butt?
right there.
Listen. I'm not. I'm an assistant. I'm the champ. Okay, you just pull your phone away. You know, if you want
put
to touch
that
the title, it's
here.
$5.
Anyway, it's easy. You hit that bottom box. Hit that bottom box on the browser.
I do, brother. I hit that bottom box. You know what I'm saying?
And then you airdrop that Mitch to your iPad, and there you go.
Got you. Well, Rob sent me the link. One more was other thing we were talking about so much. Look at all these comments we got, man. We got the champ is here. We got comments. I can't even read them. They're coming in so fast.
Certified Hustler is writing books.
Yeah, he is cutting a promo right now.
Promo
the whole time.
Shenanigans, God damn it.
Shenanigans.
What if I get on 2 devices?
I will say this: in this 21 women battle royal, there will be a lot of new entries into my thirst bracket when I finally finalize it.
Yeah, but you need to put me on the list for that since I'm working days now. I can
that's
be
right.
there
You're available
in the evening, so I'm available for that.
I forgot we needed to build that, but you didn't reach out.
I haven't started on the bracket yet. I was waiting for this battle royal because there are a couple new names out there that I'm seeing a lot of lately. So that bracket will be done soon.
He said, "I think the Joker's going to be Bray Wyatt." Coming out as Barry Windham Jr. and the cowboy hat with dreads.
Shock the world, daddy.
That might be a double or nothing because it's only women tonight.
Yeah, I do like that the 21
are these women at, Rob?
Huh?
Where are these women at? Tell them I'm the champ.
They're in the club. It's going down.
Well,
Well, we got that 21 shit knocked out. But we down to the main event. Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage for the AEW championship. What the hell? Is Incept Mitch.
Oh. We got double Mitching.
Hold on, let me turn my phone on.
There you go.
Yeah,
we've been Mitched.
Has that ever been done in the history of the show?
No, we just got Mitched.
We're making history. Are we talking main event?
Yes.
Main event. Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World Championship.
The champ will go last. The champ will go last.
What you got, Dan?
It's Kenny Omega.
Yes.
I don't think they're not gonna allow Christian to take both off of him already. Let Christian have his nostalgia moment and impact for a little bit, But yeah, and I was supposed to wear the Outwork Everything shirt today, but I forgot. But I had to rep myself.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sorry, Christian Cage. You got one, but you ain't getting another one.
You fool me once, can't fool me again.
It's the real best in the world's night tonight.
Mm-hmm. With his damn purple black hair.
That's that cleaner hair.
Mm-hmm. You need to clean that shit up. How about that? Bryan, what you got?
I said this a couple weeks ago on our show. Christian was getting the first win on Rampage. He wasn't getting the one tonight. The fact that there's 2 matches between the 2 of them for titles, you know he wasn't going to get the big boy. So they gave him the Impact one as his secondary prize. Kenny's going to go out tonight, have a standard Kenny match, kill it like he usually does. Christian's going to look great in defeat because that's what Christian does. He's an amazing wrestler. But yeah, no, it's Kenny's time, man. And there's a lot of credible names coming to AEW in the next couple of weeks and months.
Mhm.
So, you know, like Dan said, he's going to go have his fun and Impact while Kenny keeps doing what he's doing in AEW. So I have to go with, like, if I was betting money, I'd bet the house on Kenny Omega tonight.
Now, you talk about names coming in and everything, and I know what your scenario was for the Darby and Punk match, but do you think that result could carry over to the Omega match? He
Quite
wins,
possibly.
he's still in the ring, and then boom, final countdown hits, and Bryan comes out for that match instead.
Quite possibly, yeah. I mean, like, with all due respect to the Punk scenario that I threw out there, when we're talking about best in the world, usually the best has the title on him. So
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And
exactly.
see, Mitch, see what I did there? See what I did there?
See?
So, but you know what I mean? The best in the world usually have a title on them. So, with all due respect to Punk, quite possibly, maybe Bryan does show up at the end of this match. You know what I mean? And goes out and gives Kenny that stare down. And also, like, I know, I threw it out there earlier.
You took my thunder, UWO. I was gonna say that. You took my damn thunder. I was trying to say it earlier. Go ahead.
Well, you wanted to go last. You're the man. You're the champ.
I was gonna say it earlier when we were talking about Daniel Bryan earlier, and then you guys, I forgive you.
Thank you, Mitch. You spared me. But no, I like I said earlier about surprises and stuff. There are a lot of names that are available, and when we talk about the Andrade match, because it was quote unquote taken off the card, but there are rumors that he is going to have a match at All Out. I wouldn't be surprised if the Doctor's future husband shows up and is that match against Andrade. So that's another name to look out for. Plus, we also have Buddy Matthews now officially a free agent. You got guys like Braun Strowman, and I know how Dan feels about Braun. But quite possibly, maybe a guy like Braun will show up and be that replacement. I personally wouldn't want it, but I could see that happening. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of free agents and a lot of names out there that are floating around on the internet. And, Kenny losing the title right now to a guy like Christian wouldn't do it for me. A lot of these other names out there, you never know who could show up.
Hangman Page.
That's Hangman's. Yep. That's Hangman's belt.
Man. Agree. I think it is Hangman's.
He's been disappeared. Well, it's not his belt. But he's been MIA for a while, yeah?
Yeah, maternity. Yeah, everybody just having babies.
I had to shout it out before someone else stole it. I had to shout it out.
Yeah, he's a baby-making machine, but he's not on the level of certified hustler in the chat. He's a 3-time baby-making champion.
Well, good for him. Mitch, what's he, 29?
Mitch, the floor is yours. I know you had some things on your mind. I know Bryan stole a little bit of your thunder, but you are a champion.
Yeah, I see it, Dan. You spelled cream wrong. All right.
No. When it's topical, it's actually spelled that way.
Creme.
We don't want the other cream.
It's like creme fraiche.
Yeah. I'll give you some
creme
cream.
de la creme.
I'll give you everybody some cream. I'll pull out Alfred Mitchcock and the champ is getting in champ mode here because we're talking about a championship match. We got the Impact champ, we got the AEW champ, the finger, what's his name? The Kenny Olivier, finger fuck. What's his name?
Finger bang.
Fuck, finger bang. Kenny Omega is just as long as he doesn't talk, he's okay. He needs to never talk. He really shouldn't even wrestle. Okay. I love what all you guys had to say. Not very much, but I love what you guys had to say.
Dan.
Christian beat him for the title, for the Impact title. He's not beating him for the AEW title. Hangman Page is a strong possibility, but what does that Chicago crowd want to see? I mean, they want CM Punk, but what else do they want? They want Daniel Bryan. I think that's probably what's going to happen. I think Daniel Bryan's next. And then Hangman Page can go into like 2022 and be like, what the fuck, man? He can be heavily into his alcohol problem. And like, I should have had a title match 2 years ago. Like, what the fuck? This is bullshit. And build Hangman Page till All Out next year. Build him. Get him over. I don't know. But Daniel Bryan, I'm still going to call him Daniel Bryan. That's probably the guy that's going to come out at the end of the show ready to fucking beat the little princess, the little theater actress, Kenny Omega, the worst, Dave Meltzer's, you want to talk about some gay stuff? That's fine. I don't have a problem with gay people, but Dave Meltzer and Kenny Omega have definitely been naked in bed together. How about Brian Cage? They screwed him up real bad. He'd be a great contender, but he's probably going to go against Rusev or Miro or whatever. So, yeah, I'm picking Kenny Omega. I do like Don Callis a little bit. I like the Good Brothers a little bit. I'm going Kenny Omega, and I'm going Daniel Bryan coming out at the end.
I just realized that's another match that we missed too.
What was that?
Miro versus Eddie Kingston for the title.
Oh yeah, it was. See, I'm on AEW's official fucking website, and they didn't have that shit up there.
Wow.
So
yeah,
sorry.
Danny's talking some crap. Not you, Dan. Not you, Mr. Anti-Mitch Cream, but this guy over here down here.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out whether do they sell those in Barnes and Nobles because I want a missionary.
Well, there's a missionary position. But I like to put her on all fours if I'm being honest with you guys and just bap away because I bap, y'all. I'm a BAP, brutal animalistic pounding. I'm a Baptist. I baptize. I'm bapping.
Hit her with the Michinoku driver.
That's right.
Oh,
right, baby.
Hold on.
Finally,
the Michinoku drive. God damn it.
Miro all the way. It's Eddie Kingston is gonna take one of the fucking strongest beatings of his life, and I got love for Eddie Kingston. I like what he's doing. He ain't the strongest wrestler of all the world, but
he got a shirt.
I can't roll. I can't roll with New York on this one.
Yeah. Go ahead, UWO. Rip him up.
I'm going Eddie Kingston. First off, fuck Miro. I keep that same energy every week. Okay.
Shit.
Look, fuck Miro. All right? Fuck the fact that he's God's favorite champion.
Wife.
Fuck his flexible, beautiful, sexy, TikToking, Instagramming, booty shaking, titty bouncing, warming up his meal before he get home, hot ass wife. All right. Fuck the fact that he ripped Fuego's contract. Fuck the fact that he lied to Fuego and said he forgave his ass and then went out there and beat his ass again. All right.
He took his mask.
Took his.
I want to see a Rusev Lana.
What kind of fucking ignorant shit is that? You taking a luchador's mask? Like fuck Miro. Kayfabe is real. God damn it. Fuck Miro. I'm going with Kingston, even though Miro's going to win.
Yes.
I will lose this bet on purpose.
Let's go.
On principle alone. God damn it.
The hair's off. The fucking gloves are off. UWO ain't fucking around. Hey, does anybody else? How much money would you pay to watch the Rusev Lana sex tape? Just asking.
Yeah.
I'll wait till it's the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all got quiet real quick.
As much
people paying for OnlyFans.
I say as much as I paid for Xbox in China.
As much as I paid for the Kanye tape. I mean, not the Kanye, the Ray J.
Can you imagine what that big nasty man does to that poor sexy woman?
No, God damn it! And I want to know. I mean, I want to see the way she's flexible. Double jointed. Fuck me, all right.
He said no, but I want to know.
Why? See, that's another reason, right? Why every time she got posted a sexy photo, this motherfucker in the background? You know what I'm saying? Like he Daniel Bryan trying to get in a three-way match. Like, come on, son, get out of here. All right, Miro's in the back. Like, fuck Miro. All right.
Video. I was in the back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. I still remember when he called her a wet fish.
Yeah, he threw the fish at her too.
This is great. Rusev, come.
Oh, this is what the podcast needs more of. Titty meat.
There he is. What up, Gabe?
Always. Could never do with enough titty meat.
Let's talk about I'm enjoying talking about the sexual stuff, y'all. I'm not, let me just say
Lana. Remember when Lana got called a wet fish? Oh yeah.
Let me just say
just so you know, you're showing somebody, with all due respect, that doesn't like any of the other three people here.
3/4 of this show, right? you can hit her in missionary's position, but we can't.
He already has.
So wait, was this a Mitch match?
This was a story for another time. You have to bring me on the UWO podcast. I'll be happy to tell it.
Or you can just go to listen to the Random Rambles of Rob where you told me the story.
No.
Damn, Rob. Just steal his thunder. Steal his thunder.
I got stories for days, guys. I've been in the business for 15 plus years. Hey, but here's the deal. Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter. I'm the champ and all that. But what are we talking about? We're talking about Eddie Kingston. We're talking about Miro. I don't like how Eddie Kingston can talk. There's no doubt about it. He's one of the best talkers they have. He's almost as good as me. But he looks like he needs he definitely wears a lot of knee braces. I don't think Eddie Kingston should wrestle too much longer, man. I don't know. I really don't. I think his value is as a manager. So he doesn't have a good body. His he looks like he's got some bad. He looks like me. You ever see Matt Hardy get up off the mat?
Boy.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker. That dude.
He bow-legged.
Calm down. He's got.
He bow-legged as hell.
He gets a concussion, a bloody nose, or something. He needs to calm down. He's got a beautiful wife and beautiful kids, and he's out there getting his nose busted and his head busted. It's like, dude, you're 45 years old. Anyways, I'm picking Miro, and then I want Miro versus Brian Cage.
Rob's playing with his pussycat.
Versus Will Hobbs, because they never do any triple threat matches in AEW. I want Miro versus Hobbs versus Cage. That's what I want.
No. You know what I want? I want Christian Cage versus Brian Cage with Nick Gage. Who's the other
Adam
one?
Page.
You got Ethan Page. And put them all in a match and just have commentary go at.
Yeah.
So B-Rob was just bringing back Fear of a Black Hat. And he's doing, come and pet my pussy. If y'all might not be old enough. Not y'all, but.
What about pussy?
So, can you imagine Excalibur losing his goddamn mind? Page with the super kick to Page.
Here comes Cage.
Toe Page
off the top of the cage.
Toe Page suicida.
And here comes Adam Page. Just have him ride down the horse.
Top of the cage.
Is Jim Ross done with TV? Is he just going to do pay-per-views? I heard that from somebody.
No, that was just a rumor.
Oh, okay. What time does this show start? Does it start at 4? Does it start in an hour or 2 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Okay.
So I think the buy-in starts in at 7 Eastern.
East time.
Yeah.
Buy-in starts in an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to get ready, yo. I'm excited. I haven't watched a pay-per-view. I haven't paid for a pay-per-view since.
Hey, shh.
You
Allegedly.
paid for all your pay-per-views.
Allegedly.
No, we're paying
Allegedly.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's Tony Khan's fault. Anyways.
Yeah.
Secret.
But with that being said, we got some prep work to do. I think I might even have another interview after this. So let's put a pin in it. Mitch, as of always, we're gonna leave you for last. But Dan, let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
The Start5podcast.com, the Start5_podcast on Instagram, the Starting 5 podcast on TikTok has been a fun place to be. Go check out my videos where I was trying to get into Bishop Sycamore, y'all. I'm 41 years old and I'm trying to play football. I'm trying to get recruited.
You sound like one of their freshmen.
Exactly. I'm trying to get recruited via Bishop Sycamore. I heard they were bringing all types of players, old and new, back to get blown out by IMG Academy. So I want to get down. I want to get a scholarship to LSU or Miami, something. So go check out the TikTok to see my videos of trying to get into Bishop Sycamore.
Brian, what you got?
Tomorrow night, you can catch us on Facebook, UWO Podcast. It's going to be a fun review. There's going to be a lot to talk about. And after I get off this, I'm probably going to print out a bracket, start writing some names down, and get this shit going and try to figure out who the 32 women would be for this bracket. And, it should be fun. But, yes, definitely catch us tomorrow on Facebook Live. It's going to be a fun show. There's some dew on a couple of these matches, as anybody knows this on the show. It's going to be a fun one. And as always, B-Rob, it's always a pleasure.
Word. And you better make sure Kiera Hogan in there. Matter of fact, she got her first win on Dark. And
Kiera Hogan was on our first thirst bracket.
She'll be on all of them going forth. Anyway, the main event, the man in charge, the man
champ
with the plan. The champ is here. Mitch, where they can find you on social media and what you got going on.
Let me tell you something, Rambling Rob, you little Rambling Rob. Hey, I am the champ. Thank you for having me. But let me just say this. The champ has an incredibly busy September. I don't even know where to start. First of all, Keeping It 100 with Conan. Y'all heard of that podcast? Of course you have. Millions and millions of downloads, Iranian tobacco, all that. Well, last week on the show, they played my promo calling out Disco Inferno, that freaking old wannabe, freaking never was, and Joe Feeney, the little weenie, okay? I called them both out. Disco even said, he's like, this guy should be on AEW, get over as a heel. Smartest thing Disco Inferno's ever said. I'm going to probably be on the Conan podcast for my third, where's the 3? Come on, I need an assistant. Whatever, throw up the 3, somebody. My third appearance on the Conan, Keeping It 100 with Conan, probably next week.
We should all put one finger up each. 1, 2, 3.
As long as they send me the merch, they send me the money, I'll be on their podcast. I'll be on the UWO podcast. I'll be on the Starting 5. You're welcome. All right, I'm the champ. I'm defending the title on the 18th of September in Chico, California. I'm going to defend the title because Mikey Winfield from Office and the Office and Netflix is going to be there. I'll defend the title, not against Mikey, but against somebody. All right, the 17th, I'm going to do a rap battle. Okay, what else? The 22nd, I'm at Tres Hombres. The 16th, I'm at Laughs Unlimited Comedy Club in Sacramento, where Dave Chappelle's performed. All right, I could go on and on. YouTube.com/TheMitchValentine. Please subscribe, like all of my videos, and comment on every single one of them, telling everybody how great I am. That needs to happen, or you're going to be in trouble. Also, I have merch. You understand that? You know what merch is? It's not merch. It's merchandise is what it is. Okay, the lighting's bad. I apologize. I need an assistant. Can you see the T-shirt?
Got me.
Can you see what it says?
Got me.
All right, $20. You want it shipped? It's another 10. Also got this one.
Mitch, please.
Mitch, please. That's the podcast. It's Mitch Please 2 on Spotify. The whole first season is with Thunder Rosa, Brian Cage, a bunch of other people. YouTube.com/TheMitchValentine. You can see the first season. Listen to the second season on Spotify. I don't know, Rob. What else we got to plug, brother? I mean, I'm the champ. And then also say this. We want this guy tonight, yes? Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes.
We see your finger.
He says on there.
We saw your
he signed
finger.
it. Can you see?
You did it again.
Can you see that?
Yes, we can see it.
This is who we want tonight, yes?
Yes.
Not with that same name, but yes.
Well, you saw on there he wrote, to the champ. He knows I'm the champ. And I'm an overweight white male. Is this correct? I'm an overweight white male. Is this correct? All right. Well, I'm still a champ. I'm fat. I'm PHAT, pretty hot and tempting. I'm the heartbreaker, Mitch Valentine. I'm the reason mirrors were invented. Thanks for having me on the show, everybody. Thanks for watching. Rob is pretty cool. These guys right here, we're the 4 Horsemen, and you can catch us next time. Make sure you hit the Venmo, by the way. I'm at Got Mitch Online on everything, at Heartbreaker and be on Snapchat and TikTok. I need an assistant. I'm the champ. It's all love.
And that was extra impressive because Mitch did not take a single breath during that whole goddamn promo. But as always, thank you on behalf of myself, the mayor, Bryan, the champ. Oh, knock my banana over. And we'll see you next time.